Gigantic.
Hey, it's been a minute, literally. Gigantic Pop, Glenn Rubenstein, Raj Giri tonight here with a quick Raw reaction. CM Punk is off WrestleMania, his torn tricep that happened in the Royal Rumble, going out giving a heartfelt, tearful speech tonight, putting it in perspective. There are people out there that are battling life-threatening illnesses. This is merely a flesh wound. He will be back. Maybe it's not in the cards ultimately, a Mania main event for him, but this seemed kind of a quite rapid ceremonial see ya soon message from him tonight.
Well, I mean, they have no choice, right? Like, he's going to get that surgery probably this week. So get him in there. I thought Drew was fantastic in this segment. Just came across total prick, was freaking awesome. I think Drew is doing the best work of his career right now, like we've talked about. And man, Punk, I thought he just delivered such an amazing promo. Man, I got like a little choked up when he's talking about his friend with cancer that's been battling it and staying positive, and how those are the people that are the true heroes in a lot of ways, right? Like they're the ones that are us missing out on opportunities is not. It's not on the same level. So you appreciating what you have. And I just thought it was a fantastic promo. I thought CM Punk was great. And I thought Drew McIntyre was great. So
Drew saying he prayed for this.
Yes, it was such a prick move.
And by the way, clips are going around. There was a likely spot with Drew hitting, God, I always forget the name, his equivalent of the pedigree. People saying this might indeed be where the injury actually happened.
Yeah, that DDT. DDT. Yeah, that is where it happened.
Yeah, so that's kind of crazy.
Because, after he hit that move, Punk rolled out. One of our listeners, I'm sorry to the listener, but he had DM'd. He had actually sent us a message.
Ethan Kramer. The clip.
No, another one.
Oh, okay.
Both.
Oh, yeah,
I mean both. But yeah. And the Future Shock. Thank you, Justin Lopez. But yeah, it sucks, man. It's like I feel terrible for Seth Rollins because this was going to be the biggest match of his career.
Easily.
Easily. It was going to headline night one of WrestleMania for sure. I feel bad for CM Punk. His dream. Right, has been to headline WrestleMania, and it was right there. It was on its way, and so it just you just got to feel bad for everyone involved. But now we've got to see how they pivot. It seemed like they set things going a different way. We'll see. A lot of people are not happy about it, but when you look at it on paper, as far as a business, as far as getting interest, as far as mainstream interest, WrestleMania is not satisfying the hardcore fans. This isn't Forbidden Door. This is a larger than life event. It's the Super Bowl, and it's trying to get as many lapsed fans, as many current fans, and hopefully future fans. So,
and that tonight. Okay, so this is weird. Seth tonight trying to convince Cody Rhodes to challenge him at WrestleMania for what he calls the workhorse title. Says Roman has the Hogan title, the Hollywood title, the BS title. You want the real title? You come at Seth Rollins, baby.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great promo. I mean, when he came out and he made a remark about, Cody, you should face me to start off the promo. Everyone was chanting, no. But by the end, I thought, for what they had to do, I thought it was a convincing argument. Now, is this just part of the storyline where Cody ultimately challenges Roman? Who knows? But I do think as far as a challenger for Seth, Cody is the strongest option.
Well, it feels like it's running it back a bit because of the trilogy of phenomenal matches they had together. That being said, we talked about this earlier when the news broke about CM Punk earlier today. If you're going for that lapsed fan effect, this now makes The Rock versus Roman Reigns phenomenally more valuable.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you were looking to put The Rock versus Roman Reigns off till later this year, and now because of everything that's happened, it's a no-brainer if you can make that match. Again, people are going to be upset The hardcores are going to be upset. I mean, and those are the same hardcores that think Cody versus Sami is a better idea than Cody
The
versus.
way they're booking Sami right now,
When's the last time he won a match?
it's been a minute. Him and Kevin had their triumphant tag team victory last year at WrestleMania. But even this thing with Drew tonight, like, this is not how you book a WrestleMania main eventer. And I love Sami Zayn. Anyone that's been following me knows he's like my favorite male wrestler. I think he's phenomenally talented. I think he should be taking the title off Roman last year, but we don't live in a fair and just world. That being said, no, I think Cody versus Seth is a huge match. But that being said, Drew right now, yeah, and can you even run Drew versus Sami back? Drew pointing out today, I've faced Sami a bunch of times. Sami's never won. Right. There is, like, I have no interest in watching that match at WrestleMania. That seems like a repeat of a repeat of a repeat. So they have a lot of talent. This is a weird puzzle right now. I want everyone to realize WWE has still some incredibly powerful pieces, but it's how they put them together to make the best WrestleMania matchups possible. Then on the other side of the coin, tonight we had Bayley coming out and talking trash to Rhea Ripley, who then got annihilated, no pun intended, by Nia Jax, and setting up their match at Elimination Chamber. And I can't believe this. Look, Bayley's says she's gonna make a decision Friday. I think Bayley's gonna break up Damage Control and challenge EO, but they should not have had Bayley punk out to Nia tonight. I mean, if anything, maybe she should have done like Lex Luthor trying to bargain with Zod in Superman 2, where she's coming from a position of power, but having Bayley look scared of Nia Jax tonight, I thought was a terrible move.
Well, she's not a babyface yet. If she was, if she had done the turn, then I would agree. But right now, she's still playing the heel, and I mean, she cut a heel promo tonight. So I get it for now, but like, I thought Bayley was going to win the Royal Rumble. I thought that was the right move because of how much they've beaten Bayley over the last couple of years and everything. Her beating Io Sky is going to be a feel-good moment, but it's not going to headline one of the nights, right? Like, if you were to do Bianca versus Jade, I could see that headlining one of the nights.
No title, Bianca versus Jade.
Maybe not yet, but
Becky versus Rhea. Becky's main evented Mania before.
With what they've got right now, neither of those are going to happen. But it could, if they didn't have the matches that they have, absolutely.
Let me just be clear. Sasha versus Bianca, Sasha versus anyone could main event Mania. Bianca versus Rhea could have Mania. Jade is big, but Jade does not have the profile outside of WWE and AEW yet. Or I think that she could pull that off.
I think Sasha is going to AEW. I'm very, very confident.
Everyone seems pretty certain of that. But I think a year from now, Jade Cargill absolutely can main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, absolutely. If she's used right, if she progresses, absolutely. She is a superstar. But what she's missing is, one, I think just a little more time in the ring, and two, the WWE machine to get behind her and have her start doing media and build her profile. And they've done it successfully with Bianca. They've done it successfully with Rhea. They certainly did that with Charlotte and Becky. So I think that, I think they're on the way. But I was telling you put Bianca and Jade on Mania, I think that could have I think that could steal the show regardless of where that is on the card. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw it at the Rumble. That moment, what moment felt as big? Even when they had Punk and Cody, it didn't feel as big as when they had that moment with Bianca and Jade. And maybe I'll have to rewatch it, but I just felt like the buzz with Bianca and Jade was bigger than Cody and Punk, and those are the two biggest baby faces in the company.
As Jacob A is saying, The Rock is big business for WWE, just like Taylor Swift is big for the NFL. Short of getting Taylor Swift at WrestleMania, The Rock is their best move.
Well, and let me put it this way: if you were to ask football fans, hey, would you prefer that the NFL does not show Taylor Swift at all during the Super Bowl? Probably 80% are going to say yes. But that is a stupid business move. There was
$35 million in earned media, Taylor Swift. Or was it
335?
335. Yeah. Sorry. Left the
Yeah.
3 off there.
That's a big 3.
That's a big difference.
That is.
That's money that Raj pays attention to. That's how big it is.
Absolutely. I'm like, oh.
No, but look, I think there's they have to figure out with the talent they have what they're gonna do to make the biggest Mania possible, because this is WrestleMania XL, and that's just not a clever name. It's the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania. This company is very in love with its history. We're getting this 40 years of Hulkamania. There's going to be a lot of actually it'll be interesting now, given the developments of last week, how much they're going to dip into retrospective historical stuff. People might not be looking at the past so fondly. Let's just put it that way.
I thought it was a bad night to use that Hogan intro. I know they shot it well in advance, but you know, and not, I mean, granted, his scandal was nothing like the stuff that came out last week. It was a completely different animal, but maybe stay scandal free. Have Austin do it. I mean, Austin's past too, but you have The Rock do it.
True, right? The
have
world
Goldberg do it.
Yes. Okay, so a couple super chats. Jay Miller 3389 with a $10 super chat saying they can't pivot to Seth Cody. You heard the fans. They don't want Cody to win that title. Rock Roman is a predictable title match. Would be a choice. They have depth. Wait, we're saying Cody Roman predictable title match. I don't know. They have depth. Rock is not needed to sell Mania. They're not worried about selling tickets to WrestleMania. What they're worried about,
it's going to be sold out.
Yeah. Did you see the TKO stock price today? Like they need
4%, right?
Yeah. But look, it's not huge, but they just had that Netflix bump. But now people are talking. They want to find some positive for Triple H and the people to focus on. Because Triple H hasn't read the lawsuit, Raj. He's too busy focusing on the positive. If you stop with the positives, Triple H is going to have to read the lawsuit because there'll be nothing positive for him to focus on, which is why The Rock and Roman are going to headline WrestleMania.
I've been doing the 75 soft, and you're supposed to read 10 pages a day. So maybe Triple H is on that same program. So, you know, in 7 days, he'll finish it. Yeah,
there you go. And on the 8th day, he'll call his attorney and say, how much exposure do I have here? Chad W, $5. Glenn, am I off? Are you off Wink now? Also one of your regular shows. Love having you guys back with Matt. I'm still on Wrestling Inc. Tuesdays, tomorrow night for NXT and Fridays for SmackDown. Not giving that up. Like literally I couldn't pay Raj and Matt to watch NXT every week. That's how, in fact, Sunday we got to figure something out because NXT Vengeance Day is Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And I'm not missing that because I want to see Braun and Baron win the Dusty Cup. And I want to see Trick and Mello implode and Trick face Dragunov.
I can't do it because with my daughter, with my youngest daughter, it was her 13th birthday a couple weeks ago. And then with Indian families, we did a thing with my parents. Then she did a thing with her dance friends. Then she did a thing with her school friends. And then this Sunday, it's with my wife's parents. So it's been a month of her birthday. So
that's the way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and
all that cake.
People can imagine Raj's children have inherited some expensive tastes. So, you know.
They actually have. I mean, I don't mean it like that, but I mean, like the other day, we were like, "You got hair all over the place," and they're like, "Can't the housekeeper take care of that?" We're like, "What the hell?
Can't we delegate this to the help?"
Yes, it's like, no, you spoiled brats. Jesus,
I was cleaning up cat vomit tonight during Raw because I had a cat get sick, and I did. But I'm like Mr. Mom. I put on the rubber gloves. I put on the mask.
Oh yeah,
like the face shield. I'm out there with the bleach.
Well, everything. I'm a germaphobe. Back in the day when I had my apartment in college, whenever I'd clean the toilet with the toilet brush, I would throw it away afterwards, and I'd buy another one.
You throw it, and you're like,
I was so disgusted by it. Yeah.
I've had the same toilet brush since we moved into this house. Okay, but anyhow, I am Vish saying, do you think Punk is injury prone and his time is up? We joked, and I feel kind of bad now because I think we made a joke when he came to WWE saying, like, what if this is his long con, wrestle a match, get workman's comp, and just live off the man in the WWE for a while. But no, I mean, I feel horrible. I don't think he's injury prone, but I think at 40, was it 45? Like you gotta start doing some things differently.
Yeah, and if you didn't check out our podcast earlier, definitely check it out. Matt Morgan, unfortunately, at the last minute, he couldn't make it tonight. He was originally going to come, but I mean, he talked a lot about it, and it's just one of those things. I think CM Punk was trying to bulk up. He was looking his traps looking great.
Always back to the traps.
He's working his traps, but I think he was trying to bulk up to look more. Like a lot of the other guys, and that's not his strength. And look, Cody was trying to do that, last year too. He got injured. I feel like when you're trying to bulk up too much, it's way easier to get injured than going at the frame that you're meant to be.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough to figure out and how to do this safely at an older age and what style to wrestle. And I think that I know he wanted to. You could see in the Rumble, he wasn't doing like, "Oh, I'm not going to take this move or this move." Like he was getting in there. He was selling for everyone. But at the same time, we talked about this. Me and other people, you and Matt disagreed, but he looked tired. And after taking that injury, I mean, it's even more clear why that took a lot out of him.
Yeah, it's just weird because he was working a full-time schedule last summer when he was doing Collision every week. I mean, he was wrestling almost every week on that show. And it wasn't like the gap was that long. So, yeah. I mean, it could be the adrenaline's different too with the WWE crowd as opposed to Collision. Being out, in a stadium at the Rumble, as opposed to 3,000, 4,000 on Collision. It's a different adrenaline dump, I guess. I don't know.
I suppose it's a good thing they didn't book him to win last night, or else.
Yes, absolutely.
They've never had to really deal. What would they do? Like rerun the Rumble on Raw?
I mean,
or give it to the runner-up? I mean, yeah,
it's never happened, right? I mean, they've had it where there's been a botch at the end with Cena and Batista.
Yeah,
and they both went out when Batista was supposed to win, and then Vince came, injured himself. Was that the year he injured both quads? I think I can't remember if it was one or the other or both, but
it's funny too. I feel like we go, it goes in stretches. I mean, I hate to be that, it's injury season, but it seems like we go in stretches where these things don't happen. And then just all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. I mean, look at what Core Jade just recently went through. And that was on
Kenny Omega right now.
Bigfoot Sneaker at $4.99 saying, I'll say Cody versus Roman, which Cody will move him over to SmackDown. Bring LA Knight over to Raw. LA Knight's still hot. Seth versus LA Knight, night one.
LA Knight's hot for sure. But as far as who's over, who moves numbers, I don't know, man. I think if you had to, if Rock is in, then the matches are Rock versus Roman. I've been saying that forever, if you can do it. And then for Seth, the biggest name after Roman would be Cody.
Yeah.
Right? Like who? I mean, as far as a big name opponent.
And this, I think, even further underscores why, if they can do Roman versus The Rock, they need to do it now, because a year from now, there is no guarantee either man will be able. Things happen.
Yeah. And The Rock's a busy man. It's not like he's like, oh, no, I can't take this gigantic movie role because I have WrestleMania that, to prepare for that year.
Yeah.
The Rock is one of the biggest stars on the planet. And I think sometimes as wrestling fans, we forget that. And when people are like, oh, I don't want to see Rock versus Roman. Okay, fine. You don't want to see it. That's good. But the biggest movie star on the planet is going to be involved in a match. And that's going to get tons of attention everywhere. Right?
Yeah. Huge story. Bigfoot Sneaker at $4.99 also saying Kazim said to put the titles on Bianca and Jade for a year, then Jade turns on Bianca when they wrestle Mania. Tag team will be elevated. Bianca and Jade would be a hell of a tag team.
Yeah, but who beats them?
Yeah. Man, I would like That's a main event versus Kari and Asuka
That
at
would be awesome.
Mania. That would be incredible.
You do it at SummerSlam, and then down the road, Jade and Bianca start feuding. I think that'd be awesome. I mean, it is too soon for Jade, obviously, to headline a WrestleMania. There's no way they should do that now. But could she get there? She has all the tools, yes.
Yeah. I'm also Michael Sachs Jr. saying if Punk's hurt, why'd they let him get physical tonight? I am seeing some of the CM Punk truthers out there that are like, this is all elaborate work.
Yes.
I mean,
it's not a work.
I mean, with now, see, here's the thing with Seth, they kind of worked us just a little bit, just a teensy bit.
No, he's hurt.
No, but he came out and started giving that promo. I know, but he gave that promo at the start. Sure. Like, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you play it up, but he's hurt. I mean, Punk is injured.
Yeah. These are crazy times that we are living through.
It is, but it's kind of the last 7 days. Like, this is crazy that 7 days ago we didn't know where Raw was going. So that's what a week it's been.
Yes.
Much less the Vince stuff. I know Matt was bummed out that he didn't get to talk about it with us on our podcast earlier today. He had to step out with work, and we are going to all discuss it again.
I mean, it's the story's not going anywhere, people.
Right.
Like,
yes.
Don't think. And I wish, look, it's like, in some ways I envy Triple H because I did read the entire lawsuit, and not good. Don't recommend reading it over lunch.
No. Don't read it to your kids.
No.
No. It's pretty
it's horrible. And I'm sure more details are going to come out, and I'm bracing for that. But no, we will have more opinions, I'm sure, as things develop there. But tonight, great Seth and Cody segment. Interesting, Seth being like, "Oh, I know what your dad would say, what your dad would want."
Yeah, I mean, you had. Do you think they're going there? Do you think they're going with Seth and Cody?
I mean, why do you do that segment tonight? If you're not
to build ratings on which way he decides.
I mean,
because otherwise it's obvious. Yeah, it's obvious he's going after Roman, right? But by Seth cutting that promo, it builds some intrigue if he's still going that way. I think it seemed to me like they pivoted and they're going with Cody and Seth, but who knows?
I think because Punk was advertised for Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Rock versus Roman happens in Australia.
No,
but I think The Rock maybe goes to Australia.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see him doing a promo.
Yeah, and build and advances and builds because at that point we'll be about 6 weeks out from Mania.
Yeah,
that feels about right.
Yeah,
absolutely. So we'll see. It's exciting. Bayley, that's weird. Bayley's saying Friday she's going to announce her decision because, again, see, I don't trust. She's not. Look, Friday Damage Control is not breaking up this Friday. That seems really soon.
It seems soon. If you're doing the Mania match, I would do it at Elimination Chamber, but
yeah.
But it's clearly headed that way. It almost looked like it was going to happen tonight. So,
it was weird. Everyone being afraid of Nia. Asuka should not be afraid of Nia.
Well, right now it's short. I know what
vision, they're doing.
But yeah.
Well, like I mean, and that was a smart move tonight when Rhea went to clothesline Nia and essentially bounced back and fell. That was a great spot.
Yeah. By the way, did we get all the super chats?
I think we got all the super chats.
Okay. Thank you guys again.
Yeah, we're keeping this quick tonight. We're trying to do more of these quick hits so we can be with you more often.
Yes. And by the way, did you see Killers of the Flower Moon?
I did not watch that.
Amazing movie. So I whenever I see a movie's over 2 hours, right? Like, oh god. Well, first of all, I can't go to the theater because with all my driving duties with the kids, because the earliest showtime, the theater's open at 11. By the time the trailers and everything go, it starts at noon. I got to pick up my kids at 3. I just can't go to the theater for a movie like that. Watched it the other night. Amazing. I thought it was that and Oppenheimer and Creed 3 best movies of the year. Watch it.
Not like your list of the best scary movies of all time, which include Joyride with Paul Walker. It's one of the only horror films.
I didn't say scariest. I said best, but yes. Joyride's up there. Watch it. Watch it before you judge.
We're watching the new Zoro on Prime Video now that we finished Reacher season 2. And the new Zoro is very good. And it's weird because Zoro influenced Batman, and it's very interesting with this one that it's essentially Batman in the 1800s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's interesting. It's different than you think.
I like the Antonio Banderas Zoro.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is out of Spain, so it's mixed languages, so you can watch it with subtitles or dubbed or whatnot. But we're really enjoying it. Michael Sachs Jr., thank you asking about our thumbnails. We use a mix. We all have input, and we use a mix of every digital tool available. Yeah, it's work sometimes, but we're trying to do something a little bit different than other channels are.
Real quick, did you watch Joyride?
With Paul Walker? I watched that. And did you see the new movie called Joyride where the girls go to China?
I've heard of it, but
that's hilarious.
Okay.
Like
but
I watched
I
saw the one with Paul Walker and
How many stars? How many stars?
It was like a 2.5 star film. I saw it in theaters.
What?
Have you seen Breakdown with Kurt Russell? That's a better thriller about being on the road. Breakdown with Kurt Russell's good.
I liked it, but you know what sucked is that they made it seem like there was a deeper reason for the kidnapping the whole movie, and it just turned out to be just about money.
What would their deeper reason be?
Yeah, I don't know, but he was like, "Oh, it's personal. There's something else going on." You know, like.
I mean, have you ever seen The Vanishing?
Yes.
Like there was no reason for that. Yeah, well, there was the original Italian one. The dude just dies at the end. No one comes to save him. It's terribly depressing. But in The Vanishing, the dude's just doing it because he wanted to see if he could do it.
Yeah, that's even better if there was a deeper reason.
No, see, it's scary.
Not the Vanishing, but with Breakdown. I think.
No, I'm saying it's like The Strangers. It's scarier when there is no reason.
Sometimes, but with Breakdown, when it's just money.
So I watched The Underdogs last night, the new Snoop Dogg one. That's like the Bad News Bears, but with Pee Wee football.
hadn't heard of it.
It's on Prime Video. It's okay. I was a little disappointed. I was expecting more because the Bad News Bears is like one of my favorite movies of all time.
There was a John Cena movie trailer yesterday during while I was watching football. Gosh, what was it? With Zac Efron. If someone in the chat throw that out there, but it was like Ricky something, and
wait, Santino's in that.
Here we go.
Nicky. Oh, it's a Farrelly Brothers film or Peter Farrelly.
Yeah,
interesting.
Nicky Stanicki.
Interesting. Well, tonight we are going to watch the Netflix documentary that just dropped. What's it called? The Greatest Night in Pop, and it's about the making of We Are the World. So I'm going to take off and go watch that.
I'm going to watch American Nightmare, no relation to Cody Rhodes, on Netflix. I watched it already. It's amazing. So a lot of you might remember years ago, there was this story of this girl that got kidnapped, and everyone thought the boyfriend did it. And then she just shows up days later. And then everyone was thinking they committed a hoax. The police said it was a hoax. The media was reporting it as a hoax. Netflix did a documentary, and the twist and I thought that's where it ended, that it was a hoax. And the twists and turns, it's a 3-episode documentary. Watch it. It's amazing. Nice. I'm not going to say any more. It's amazing. Okay. Watch it. American Nightmare. You can't forget it because if you're a wrestling fan, because it's Cody's deal.
Like, when does he get the neck tattoo? That's going to be the weirdest thing when the face of WWE has some of the most questionable ink in all of professional wrestling.
He's got to do an Undertaker where he spends like 5 years slowly getting rid of it.
Yeah, it's pretty. So it's really my only gripe with Cody. I love everything about Cody.
Real quick, Jon Snow Targaryen saying Cody already beat Seth at Mania. Why would he challenge someone he already beat? That's a great story in itself, that Seth has never been able to beat Cody, that Cody has always gotten the best of him, and that he's challenging Cody.
Flip it around.
He needs to prove to himself that he is the best, and he can't do it as long as Cody is around. The story writes itself.
Yeah, when you put it that way, it sounds more like a Survivor Series champion against champion match. But, okay, we'll see. Okay, everybody, have a great rest of your week. Hopefully, no huge news happens to where we need to do another one of these until the weekend.
Or hopefully it does. It is kind of, I mean, other than sick stuff, but you know.
Yes, let's hope for some good news.
Yeah, like where Okada signs or where Mercedes signs. Hopefully
yes,
that
good news to come back out.
Yes.
We don't want to keep seeing you under such bad circumstances.
All right.
Okay, he's at the Raj Giri. I'm at Glenn Rubenstein. Catch you back here next time on Gigantic Pop. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.